We may very well be living through the opening stages of a second American Civil War. 2 American soldiers have been murdered, killed in action, in broad daylight, in cold blood, during a time of peace, on American soil, in our nation's capital, on the day before Thanksgiving, killed in the name of Islamic extremism by an individual that should have never been brought to this country in the first place, killed by an Afghani national who was brought to this nation during a failed pullout of Afghanistan in a war that we should have probably never even been involved with in the first place, that wasted thousands of American lives and countless taxpayer dollars on a failed mission, which is now a failed country of Afghanistan. So what do we have now? What are our politicians on the left, on the right? What are our leaders above us saying? What are they saying about this horrifying thing that occurred yesterday? I'll tell you. The left is saying, well, if those soldiers were never there, then they would have never been shot. Think about that for a second. Your elected officials are going on Instagram, X, everything you can think of, and openly saying, if those soldiers were never posted in our nation's capital by the President of the United States, who has every right to do that action, those individuals that are appointed over you are saying if they weren't there, then they would have never been shot. That is the same argument that you could use in the case of a sexual assault to say it was what she was wearing. It is completely and utterly unacceptable. What do we have individuals on the right saying? I'm going to read it right now. If you enjoy my content, hit the like button, share this message with a buddy that needs to hear it, and let me know, are we in the opening stages of the Second American Civil War? Yes or no? I look forward to reading your comments down below, and leave your combat llama emojis, of course. Keep in mind, my channel does not represent any organization or affiliation. I don't represent the War Department of the United States Army in any way. I am speaking as an individual content creator and reporting what I am seeing in broad daylight, posted in 4K resolution for you to go read yourself right now. Let's read what Laura Loomer on the right is saying about this, and then I'm going to give you some very timely advice for what actions you should take in the coming days and weeks that potentially leading to a conflict that could get out of control quickly. Laura Loomer, her statement came in response to yesterday's events, saying military-style raids should be conducted, calling on the Secretary of War to begin these military-style raids on every single mosque in America in a joint operation to mass and deport every single non-citizen Muslim in our country. That is what Laura Loomer is calling for. So now we have individuals on the left that are saying these soldiers were killed in broad daylight by an illegal immigrant, an Afghani national, in the name of Islamic extremism because of what they were wearing. That is their argument. Because they were there, that is why they died. Not because the action was bad, illegal, immoral, and unethical that should have never happened in the first place. No, no, no. Dodge right around that. The left is saying because where they were is why they got murdered. Unacceptable. What is the right saying? That we need to go raid every mosque. She's saying, her full statement is as follows. I don't think people realize what has happened. We are officially at war with Islam. Islam declared war on U.S. service members on U.S. soil. Secretary of War should respond by ordering military-style raids on every single mosque in America in a joint operation with the Department of Homeland Security to mass deport every single non-citizen Muslim in our country. She says, we are at war with Islam. U.S. soldiers are being murdered on American soil by Muslims who are killing in the name of Islam. Americans should prepare accordingly. Buy ammo, she says. This is just the beginning. And no, this isn't hyperbole, she says. Over 72,000 Afghan immigrants were airdropped in the United States in 2021. They are a ticking time bomb waiting to explode, she says. We must prepare to combat these enemy combatants who are likely planning more ambush-style acts of jihad on service members and innocent Americans. Every devout Muslim is a foot soldier for Islam. The Trump administration should respond accordingly. Those are Laura Loomer's words, okay? So what can we take from this? The left is saying, well, they're not outright saying it, but they're basically saying they deserved what they got. That is basically, if I had to use my own personal summary of what I'm seeing on social media, elected officials are saying on the left, the socialists, the people that want communism in this country, those individuals are saying it was what they were wearing. It's because they were there. That's why they got murdered in cold blood in broad daylight by an Islamic extremist. The right, Laura Loomer, is saying we're at war with all Afghanis, all Muslims, all people that practice Islam, and at every mosque should be raided. So what is my advice to you watching this? And I was about to hit chest. I just finished cardio, right out of scene. I'll show you her in a second. Nuka Cola is laying here on my lap, our brand new puppy. I was about to hit chest, going about my day, going about my actions, about to drive fire after cardio. Before I hit chest, I just popped my pre-workout, going about my life, trying to be a good, upstanding American, taking care of my family, doing what I need to do, right? And what do I see? I see the right attacking the left. I see the left attacking the right. I see everyone in this country sitting in the middle and being mad, filled with hate. So what should we do? This is my advice for you. Take out your pen and paper. If you got this far, hit the like button. If you got this far, leave your combat llama emojis and prepare to take notes. Here we go. Personal and family emergency planning. You need to have a safe word and an emergency evacuation point for your family to go to if things were to get bad. Let's say your safe word is llama. You text your family member llama. You send them a llama. That tells them to go to a pre-established rally point. That tells them what to bring. It can be llama 1. Llama 1 means just bring whatever you have on you right now and go to the rally point. Llama 2 could mean grab all tactical and emergency equipment you can and get to the rally point. Llama 3 could be we have a few hours, grab as much food, water, and everything and drive there, right? There can be different stages, but having an evacuation plan and an emergency plan in place with your family now is going to be crucial. This could save your life. Creating a communication plan, radio, okay? Radio communication, backup communications. Cell phones will be the first thing to go down. The grid, cell towers, things of that nature. Next will be the highways. You need to have an emergency communication plan for you and your family. Cell networks will go down. A meeting point, evacuation routes. Have your spouse tell you how they're going to get home from work, how they're going to get home from wherever, when you drop off the kids at school, wherever. How are you going to pick up the kids? Okay, 1 second. Have all this in effect. Meeting points, evacuation routes, etc. Have your important documents with you. Having your concealed carry permit on you at all times. Having your driver's license, your military ID if you're a military service member. Having a badge if you're a law enforcement officer. Have something that can identify you as a good guy. American, U.S. American flag, patch on your plate carrier, front, back, left, and right, on your helmet, on the left and right, all of the things. Plan for pets. Have additional food for your pets. Have elderly family members incorporated into your emergency evacuation plan and medications on standby. Okay, moving on to class 1 supply. Food, water, 3-month guideline is as follows. 3 months of shelf-stable food for one person. So if you have 3 family members, you do the math, 9 months of food, okay? Total, right? If one person was there, 3 months per person. So you need to go look at your inventory. Do you have enough rice, beans, canned goods, dehydrated food, things of that nature, 3 months worth of food, okay? Per person, that's important, per person. 3 months of prescription over-the-counter medications, whether it be Tylenol, regular, if you have allergies, Benadryl, these are things that could be a literal currency during a civil war or a grid down scenario. Now, I want to state right now, I am not advocating for violence. I'm not advocating for you going out doing anything stupid, illegal, immoral, or unethical. Follow your state and local laws. I am advocating for you to be prepared. I need for you to follow this guideline to a T, okay? I'm trying to help you. 3 months of shelf-stable food per person. 3 months of prescription over-the-counter medication. Water storage. 1 gallon per person per day minimum. I'm going to say that again. 1 gallon of water, potable water, per person per day minimum. If you have pets, you need to up that a ton. If you have children, if you want to be able to take a bath and not just stink forever, well, you might want to get more water or some baby wipes, okay? Water purification, filters, tablets, and a boiling plan. Extra large pots. Have firewood, okay? Firewood is going to be a thing that is huge. You may be boiling water every day. You may want overhead cover for drones, a poncho, okay? Because guess what? If you have a boiling plan, somebody with a drone and a explosive device may be able to change the direction of your Minecraft server. Overhead cover, camo nets, okay? Water purification, we talked about it. Cooking systems that do not rely on power. Camp stoves, fuel, solar, oven, okay? You need to have things that you can actually be able to cook with. It's a crazy concept. You're not going to want to just eat peanut butter forever because you're going to run out of peanut butter. Sanitation supplies, hygiene, waste management, baby wipes, lots of them. Toilet paper, lots of it. Trust me, that's going to be currency. Toilet paper, baby wipes, these are things that will become a new currency. Ammunition. Let's talk about your home, your fortress. Backup power sources, solar panels, battery banks, generators. If you don't have several phone banks or power banks to charge, portable devices, you might want to get some. Backup power sources, heating, cooling, alternatives in case of grid failure. It may be winter when you're seeing this. You may freeze to death in your house. You can always throw on another blanket, but guess what? It's going to be real cold. And that's how sickness begins and all this stuff, okay? Have extra blankets, have a way to heat your house, insulation, have a way to board up windows. Let's talk about fire. You need to have fire extinguishers. There's not going to be a fire department. There's not going to be EMS rolling around. There's not going to be soldiers rolling around to help you. In a real grid down scenario, you're going to be alone. Fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, evacuation plan. Home fortification. Legal, non-violent measures to protect you and your family. Whether that be fencing, whether that be lighting, outside lighting, early warning lighting, whether that be dogs. Hey, anyone comes on the property, the dogs bark to wake you up. You need to have physical home prevention of a break-in, whether that be barring doors, whether that be upgraded security for locks, whether that be boarding windows, these types of things, okay? Fencing, legal, non-violent measures, okay? I'm not saying go out and put a freaking claymore in your yard. That is not what I'm saying. All right, practical skills, land navigation. Have maps and compasses, or have a map of your local area and a lensatic compass. Basic wilderness survival. If you don't know how to live in the woods, you might want to start watching a lot of YouTube videos. I have a ton of them on there during my time in CAV, okay, as a scout, or as a reconnaissance trooper in CAV, okay. Go look it up. Knowing basic survival skills is going to be crucial. It's too much to cover here. Long story short, refresh your camo. Keep camouflage away from your eyes like twigs up here. Poke your eye out, you'll be blind forever. Okay, we got to move on. I have tons of videos on the channel of basic wilderness survival. Start growing food. It may be too late now. Try to have food storage and growing food. Okay, physical fitness. All right, physical fitness. I am about to destroy chest and tries the second I get done recording this. Let me know what you're hitting today. Physical fitness are going to be huge. All right, redundant tools and equipment, fuel storage, okay? Fuel storage, backup transportation plans. If your car goes down or your truck goes down, do you have another vehicle that can work? Do you have backup fuel? Do you have emergency cash on hand? A couple $1,000s in cash can be the difference between your life. Okay, just having a weapon to protect yourself is sometimes not enough. Sometimes you're going to have to be able to communicate and talk your way out or pay your way out with a currency that may not be worth anything anymore. Community. Build relationships with your neighbors. Go knock on your neighbor's door. Tell them who you are. Tell them, hey, if you ever need me, develop that rapport now. Okay? Have a bartering system and a local emergency response. Okay, that's all I can really say on that here. Last thing I want to discuss, ammunition and weapons. Put away the iPad of truth here, okay? Weapons and ammunition. Come here, buddy. Come here. Weapons and ammunition, okay? Why is weapons and ammunition a part of the plan? For defensive purposes. But guess what? It is your Second Amendment right to own Keep and bear arms. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The Second Amendment protects the First Amendment. 3 rifles, same caliber, okay? And 3 pistols. What we do here is Glock pistols, okay? Glock ecosystem. That way all Glock magazines and Glock components in the United States work. There's 20 million weapons and there's 150 million magazines here in the United States, okay? And several, I believe, 7 billion or more 9mm. So we use either 9mm pistol caliber carbine, long gun. Long gun is a pistol, right? The Banshee and Glock mags, or 11.5 AR-15s and 5.56 77 grain OTM. I recommend 10,000 rounds of 5.56, 10,000 rounds of 9mm. Okay, I would say 20 magazines per person for rifle and at least 5 for pistol. Okay, you need to have all of your kit squared away. You need to have everything we discuss here today squared away. If this video helps you, hit the like button, share it with a buddy. Leave a thumbs up or a good puppy for Nuka-Cola because she has been extremely helpful. She's been here helping the video. You haven't seen her. She's been just out of frame right here. But if you got this far, tell Nuka-Cola she did good as a brand new puppy, 8-week-old puppy, right? 8 to 10. But yeah, she's been very good. She's almost potty trained. But the point is, guys, I'm making this video to prepare you, not to scare you, not to fear monger, not to cause you to go out and do something illegal, immoral, or unethical. I am trying to help you. And the way I'm trying to help you is with tough love. If you're not prepared, if you're not trained, you don't have tactical proficiency, you don't have emergency plans in place, you don't drive fire, you're not physically fit, do it. Okay? Prepare yourself, prepare your family. Stay educated on the updates that are happening around you on social media because people are saying crazy things. Hopefully they're just flexing and saying stupid stuff that they won't actually do. But what I'm trying to do is help you and help you become prepared. If you have a buddy that's not prepared, share this video with them. Say, just listen to this weirdo talk in his gym before he hits chest. Hopefully it will help you out, okay? Thanks for hanging out, guys. I've talked a lot. You guys haven't talked at all. Let me know if this helps you. Tell Nuka-Cola she did good down in the comments below. And yeah, I think that's all I got. Have a good day, guys. Have a good rest of your Thanksgiving weekend. And until next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average Nuka-Cola and I are about to get a chest pump in. Video enjoyer that your mom says that we have at home, signing out. Cheers. Good girl.